What if a single trade deal could put Ontario's auto jobs at risk and strain Canada's relationship with its biggest trading partner? That's the warning coming straight from Ontario Premier Doug Ford, according to a controversial new agreement with China. Guys, welcome back to Status Check News. Tonight, growing concerns over new electric vehicle trade deal that could flood Canada with tens of thousands of Chinese-made EVs and spark serious economic consequences. Prime Minister Mark Carney recently announced a new trade agreement with China that would allow a large number of Chinese electric vehicles to enter the Canadian market. The move is being framed as a push toward affordability and green transportation. But Ontario Premier Doug Ford isn't buying it. Ford says the deal is a big problem for Ontario, home to Canada's auto manufacturing heartland. From Windsor to Oshawa, tens of thousands of jobs depends on the domestic auto sector. According to Ford, allowing low-income Chinese EVs into the country could undercut Canadian manufacturers, weaken local supply chains, and put workers at risk. There's another major concern: the United States. Ford warns the deal could complicate Canada's trade relationship with the U.S., especially at a time when Washington is aggressively restricting Chinese electric vehicles over national security and unfair competition concerns. If Canada opens the door, critics argue, does it put our closest trade partnership in jeopardy? With billions invested in North American EV production, timing couldn't be worse. But one thing that Ford maybe need to be mindful of as well, there's a new change. There's a new, as he said, maybe as Carney was saying, a new world order, because at the end of the day, Canada's reliance on America is not sustainable in the long run. And as you can see, they have been coming at people, coming at countries, being dogmatic about it, and they can put on tariffs. And when you threaten a country like that, they have to look at a plan B. Yes, initially, ideal, it would be okay, North America stick together. But what we have seen in the last year is staggering and it's very frightening. How can you trust our neighbors on the south, right? How can you trust them? Because at the end of the day, what Trump is doing is not good for Canada either. Canada needs to become independent. Obviously, they're going to the EV from China because right now they don't have the market to make it themselves. So they have to look to other markets. But yes, you cannot put your eggs in one basket. And that is where Canada went wrong for all these years. They have the same resources. They can do the same thing. They have the second largest land mass. And yet still they have become so dependent on the United States. So now a president can come in and make them look like they're second-class citizens. So you have to be mindful of that and have to be careful, right? This debate isn't just about cars. It's about jobs, trade sovereignty, and economic strategy. Supporters say competition lowers prices and accelerate the shift in clean energy. Opponents say it risks selling out Canadian workers and damaging long-term industrial stability. The question is simple, but the answer isn't. Who really benefits from this deal? Is this the future of affordable green transportation or a blow to Canada's auto industry? Drop your thoughts, guys, in the comments. Follow Status Check News for clear, unbiased updates on the stories shaping Canada's economy. Let's see what's going to happen. What do you think? Is this the future? Is this the way to go based on what is happening in the global marketplace? Or is it going to be, when all is said and done, a blow to Canada's workers and their auto industry? And what does it say for Canada's future as a great automobile maker in terms of having so much input in it for both North America? Now they can talk about China or you name it, wherever else, right? So let's see. But guys, that's what I wanted to bring you, because this is gearing up. It is Ottawa and Ontario being in a fuss. We don't like to see it, but it is what it is, right? So let's hear your thoughts.